Nick Sutton, superintendent here at Addison 4. One of my goals is supreme communication and for everyone out there to know what's going on in your school district. Every month we have school board meetings, but people are busy and school board meetings are long. However, I want to make sure that you all know what is going on and what is being decided. Welcome to Sutton to Talk About ASD 4 Summaries in under 4 minutes.
Hello, Addison community. Today we have 5 items we're going to talk about on Sutton to Talk About from our last night's board meeting, July 17th. So someone presented strategic plan goals who is sitting to my right of me. Nick, can you tell us what you presented on last night?
So Addison community, we have a strategic plan document that really outlines goals that we have over the next 5 years to continue improvement and to really impact the students we're here to serve. So I gave a little presentation related to that on curriculum and some of the things that we're doing in terms of school-wide expectations in terms of behavior. We've made really good progress, and for people wanting more details, I'd encourage them to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Go to our YouTube channel to see the presentation more in depth. So then our action items that we moved on to for the evening, we first talked about our budget. So our assistant superintendent, Melissa Morghese, she presented for us, and then they also voted last night. So Nick, what did that look like?
Sure. The simplest way I can really kind of outline this is school districts have budgets that go from July 1st to June 30th. That's not the calendar year.
It's interesting.
And so one of the things that we do each year at about this time is we approve a tentative budget.
Okay.
I'm quite pleased to say that our tentative budget this year looks promising. It looks good. We had a deficit tentative budget last year, but we've worked hard, made some changes. And so that is the document that was approved last night. It's out there for public view if anybody is curious. And we had another interesting action item. Marie, what was that?
Yes, we also talked about crosswalks, which has been talked about within our community. So Nick, fill us in. I know a lot of people were curious about this.
There's always a little bit of confusion on this. And so for anybody out there watching, we have to annually approve hazardous crosswalks as determined by guidelines that are provided to us from the state. What I always stress to people is even if there's an area, town, or a place that they think another crossing guard should be, that doesn't mean that it meets this definition. And so while we have no changes to the annual list of hazardous crosswalks that we have to submit to something for the state, I mention all this because if there's an area out there in the community that people feel like there needs to be an extra crossing guard, we can still do that. This is just something that's separate and different from that. So anybody that wants a little bit more information on a potential area that they think needs a little bit more attention to keep our Addison kiddos safe, reach out to me, and I'm happy to engage.
Awesome, thank you. And something that's not hazardous anymore to enter is our building Fullerton. So our next, we moved on to our discussion points. In Fullerton School, they actually finished their innovation center and their construction is done. Is there anything else you wanted to add about our construction project?
I mean, great lead in. Addison community, the school board is committed to updating HVAC systems and updating parts of the inner part of these campuses in a very fiscally responsible way. So Fullerton is close. Fullerton was next on the list. Fullerton, for all my Fullerton families out there, is going to have a beautiful, updated library innovation center, as well as some needed improvements to their HVAC and some of their roofs. Next on the list for people that are curious, our tentative plan as of now is next summer. It's going to be Wesley-Stern.
All right, Wildcats, watch out for that. And then our last point that we want to talk about, August 15th, put that in your calendar. What day is that, Nick?
Oh, I'm sorry, all the kiddos out there. That's the first day of school. That's less than a month away.
Nuts.
Summer goes fast.
And that's our first day of school from kindergarten all the way up until 8th grade. So our kindergartners will be starting the same day as everyone else. So thank you so much for joining us on Sutton to Talk About.
In the nick of time.